Étouffée? No, étouffée. And let me show you how to make it. Hey, I'm Catherine, and today we're going to make an easy crawfish étouffée recipe. Let's get started. We're going to start sauteing our onions. We're doing our celery, red bell pepper, and here's a green bell pepper. This is tomatoes. The first three are our trinity. Tomatoes is just something extra good to go along with it. And then this is our minced garlic. Delicious on there. And now our Merman's Revenge Cajun seasonings, which is going to make it amazingly good. So let's get some of that in here. Let's saute all of this up. When we saute vegetables, you want to saute them until they become caramelized or just kind of clear to the look. And you just kind of have to always stir occasionally to make sure we mix all of that up. Oh, this looks so good and it smells really good. And in this, we're going to start a little bit of a white roux. For those who don't know what étouffée is, that means braise or stew. So if you think about it, this is kind of a Cajun stew. It's great for the winter. It's great to have pretty much any time. You serve it over rice and it is just yummy. It smells so good. Now the onions are starting to get a little bit of caramelization to them, and like seeing through them, which is great. We're going to start what we call our roux. It's a white roux. You know, everybody thinks Cajun has a dark roux, but not for crawfish étouffée. You have more of a white roux, and you mix the flour in here. And I take my time and really just move this in and mix it up really well so you don't get it to stick on the bottom, and also it kind of coats all the vegetables. The recipe calls for a whole cup of flour. Typically, I don't use a whole cup of flour, but I always have it here just in case I'm going to need it. Really just depends on how many vegetables you're going to have. Oh, this is looking really good. A little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. Let's get this mixed in really well. And now let's start adding our liquids. Today we're using chicken broth. If you've got seafood broth and you can find it, that's the best. A lot of times at home, I'll make seafood broth by saving the shells and the ends of an onion and the shells of an onion and celery and cook it in about 2 gallons of water for all afternoon, and that will make a really good seafood broth. But whatever you do, don't add salt and pepper to it because you want to be able to salt and pepper things later, and you don't want that to be too salty. You don't want your products or your food to be too salty. Now if you look at this, you'll see that it's starting to become this nice little white roux, a nice mixture, and we're going to keep adding. Make sure we don't have that flour taste to it. You add just a little bit at a time, so that you make sure that you get the bottom of the pan really clean. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, yeah, that's looking really good. Nice, colorful. You've got your bell peppers and your celery and the garlic in there. It looks really good. I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken stock to it. It's making a really nice stew effect to it, so it's gonna be good. Close to putting all our delicious crawfish into this soon. All right, so next we're going to add the tomato sauce. Yes, tomato sauce. I know that sounds crazy, but tomato sauce is really great for it. It gives it that color as well. And 2 bay leaves. Put the 2 bay leaves in here, and a little shot of sherry. Don't worry, the sherry's going to cook out. These are crawfish tails that we were able to buy here in Florida. And since they were frozen crawfish, so to make sure that we didn't have an institutional taste to them, I took them and sauteed them in butter and the Merman's Revenge seasoning just to give it a little bit more kick to it before I'm putting them into the étouffée. And now we're boiling over here. So this is a perfect time to fold these guys in. When you have a cold snap, this is the best thing to have. It's crawfish étouffée on a good winter's night. Some of my best memories when I was a kid was actually going to a seafood restaurant in Louisiana and having crawfish étouffée. It was like a really special night having crawfish. And now a good stir. Oh, that's looking really good. And we're going to let that simmer now for about 25 minutes. But before we do that, I'm going to give it one more shake of our Cajun seasoning to make sure we get a lot of good seasoning into the crawfish étouffée. Okay. Let's let that cook for about 25 minutes and let it tighten up a little bit. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes now. Let's check it and see. Oh my goodness, it's looking good. It's boiling nicely. Simmering nicely. Okay, let's add the parsley to it. We're gonna add a little bit of parsley. Save a little bit for our topping. Add a little bit of green onions to it. And I think we are ready to serve. All right. So this is great for your hearty eaters. I always like to add a little bit more green onions, a little bit more parsley on top, and a couple of little crawfish just to garnish it. And for those people who really like a little bit more of a heat, this is great to add the Cajun hot sauce to it as well. Let's drizzle it on. So there, crawfish étouffée. If I can make it, so can you. So try it. Our recipe is posted below and also on our website, mermansrevenge.com. Enjoy.